nobody really understands how elite Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and this Clippers team could be potentially, obviously, right? They have to stay healthy, but at face value, this is one of the best teams in the NBA, and there's no doubt in my mind they can win it all this season. Now, last night, Kawhi Leonard was incredible, and I kind of wanted to break down some of the film, and here's a play right here where Kawhi Leonard in transition gets a matchup that he likes, right? He's going up against a big man, and because we don't let them set up in their half-court set, we just have advantages pretty much everywhere, right? So Kawhi Leonard understands that he's the best player on this floor, so he drives into the lane, right? Acts like he's going to go right to the basket. He's going to plant that left foot into the ground, and once the defender kind of overcommits to playing the paint, we fade away mid-range. Now, I say it all the time. Kawhi Leonard, once he gets anywhere inside of this area, you already lost. The ball is probably going to go in the hoop, and there's nothing you can do. Literally anywhere in here. Right? Anywhere. Such a good mid-range shooter. It's dead-eye. Right? It's not going to miss, and we're going to break down a ton of this film from this game. I'm going to show you exactly why that the NBA is terrified of this team right now. Terrified. So let me know what you guys think, and let's dive in. Another really good play here. So first thing we notice is we have the side of the bounce. We're getting the ball early to James Harden, but they're overloading this side of the floor. The only reason we are doing this is because we love our matchup over here with Kawhi Leonard. Now, you might be asking, well, how do we love it if he's on the weak side corner and doesn't even have the ball, right? Well, watch this. As we get the ball, we're going to keep everyone on this left side of the field. And notice how they're setting up what looks to be maybe some sort of action to get him to the ball, or maybe even a fake to the basket. Whatever it may be, they're selling a play to the opposite side. But on the weak side, you're going to see Kawhi Leonard go, maintain a little bit of leverage on the backside to the basket. Okay, now what do I mean by that? Essentially, boom, we get positioning. Now we create more space. You see how we kind of push him more to the top side? We're just allowing ourselves to have more space. We're going to lob it over the top, and now Kawhi Leonard has an easy and one. At least should have been a little bit of body contact. Boom, right there, body contact. Should have been an and one easy, even like, hey, there's contact there. I know it was very, very light, but just a very smart play by James Harden, very smart play by the Clippers. And you cannot leave him on an island like this if you're the Pelicans defense, man. There's nothing they could do on that one. All right, solid play here. We're going to set up this little high DHO between Big Zoo and James Harden. As we come off this thing, I think we're going to roll Bradley Beal the basket. We're going to show to the ball with Kawhi Leonard. And you're going to see a little bit of a stagger from the defense. We saw a little point switch here. This guy pointed up saying, hey, they're switching, so you're going to have to go pick up my guy in the corner, which Kawhi Leonard likes because he's not as tall, not as lengthy as the defender. And James Harden's going to kick it. We're going to take away that defender with a backside cut to the basket. Great job by Bradley Beal. Now we have a little bit of separation between point A, or our second defender here. And what we're going to do is pump. Act like we're going to drive, get him to kind of overcommit to the drive for a second, and then shoot up over him anyway. Beautiful three there by Kawhi Leonard. Quick, easy, instinctual, and just really tough to guard, man. Don't matter what you do, how good of defense you play. Man, it's just way too good, man. Now, really quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. Helps out the channel so much. Let's see if we can get over 700 likes on this video, but most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering Kawhi and the Clippers all year long. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. We got you guys covered. Turn on post notifications, and let's keep going. All right, we're going to get a nice little flare screen here. We're going to come up with Big Zoo, set the screen. A flare screen is essentially when you set a screen for someone moving away from the basket. We get a flare screen here for Kawhi Leonard. As we get a little bit of separation, we're going to get the ball to him. Now we're actually going to restart this thing with another high screen here with Big Zoo. As we set this screen, dude, Big Zoo is a great screener. So we know even if it's a guy like Zion, who's a big dude, struggles to get over, and we stop on a dime, pull up three, again, no hesitation off the screen. And that's what happens when you have such a good screener like Big Zoo. You're going to really be able to create a little bit of separation early. Not a bad contest, but not good enough to stop Kawhi Leonard. Again, so easy in space. If you give him a lick of space, he's probably going to drain the shot. The NBA season is officially back, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money using the sleeper app this year, and that is what I am using, at least for the opening couple of days and weeks and months of the NBA season this year. You guys need to get in on the action as well. And again, if you want to over 1,000x your money, this is the place to do it. Now, first things first, I want to give you my pick, but I do want you guys to know if you use my promo code DUBS, you'll get a $100 match on your first deposit, which means if you put in 100, they'll give you 100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50 to use, right? That's amazing. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. Make sure you check out Sleeper. Let's get into my pick. So I'm going to go more than a double or half a double-double for Zubac. I love this line here versus Utah. Honestly, I think it's a lock. I'm also going to look at Giannis, and I actually want to see, do they have him for a potential double-double? I don't see it on here. Oh, right here. Yeah, I'm going to go more. I think he's going to get at least 10 rebounds. You know he's going to put up 10 points. I love that as well. Jaylen Brown, right? We know Jason Tatum's out. I think he's going to be really good. 30 PRA. Let's go more than 30 PRA. Anything else you want to throw in there? I like Michael Porter to score some points today. His alt line, it's at about 19.5. Will he score 20 versus Charlotte? I think he really could. Is there anything else I really, really love in here? I do like Jalen Johnson. We go like rebounds, assists, maybe. First quarter rebounds. Don't love it there. You know what? I'm going to keep it at that. I like what I have. I'm going to put in, and I have a profit boost on it. So I like that. 20 to win, 57. But I'm so confident in this, I'm actually going to put 30 on it. 30 to win, 63. I don't mind that at all. Let's do it. Put that in. Let me know what you guys are doing for Sleeper. Again, check it out. Use promo code DUBS. Get that match deposit. Let me know what you guys do tonight. Look at this play in transition. We're going to manipulate this defense again, never allowing them to set up. We also understand that we just have the number game. It is a 4-on-2 fast break opportunity. So we need guys getting to the corners. We need guys getting to the paint. We need to clear or fill the lane here. Now, as for Kawhi, he's going to act like he's driving into the paint. He's going to stop on a dime kind of at that perimeter. And this is a great job. And I'll tell you why. Because we get all these guys to rotate downhill. We're going to kick to Kawhi and look at Zion. He overcommits because, again, he still thinks he's going to the paint. Overcommits, reaches for the ball. And Kawhi drains an open three. Wide open. Wide open. That's how you fill the lane in transition right here. You got a couple of guys getting to the paint. You have a couple of guys sitting at the corners, right? And then boom, nice little step back, wide open three. That's why you get out in transition, because all of these guys overcommit to getting into the paint. That's how you beat transition defenses. That's why the Pacers were so good. They got out quick, forced all those guys down low, and found a three. Another nasty play here. They're going to swing it to Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn sees that they're kind of staggering over from the top side here. So as we drive in, we're going to create that leverage for Kawhi. Create that initial blender of the defense. Now, once they're in that initial blender, it's very tough to stop them because now Jordan Poole rotates over. Now we have a mismatch, right? So what do we do here as Kawhi Leonard? We're going to up fake, get him to overcommit. Boom, get him to overcommit again. That's double. You bid for 2. Now, what are we going to do from here? Because he's in the air, we're going to swing this to CP3, and we're going to immediately go. This is called the give and go, right? Now, the reason it's called, or the reason why we want to run this, and also keep in mind there's 3.4 seconds on the shot clock. We give it, we immediately go because that guy's in the air. He's not on the ground yet, so boom, we get back to the basket, pump fake. Now, obviously, I don't think the shot counted here. Actually, might have. Probably shouldn't have counted. I don't know if it did count, but either way, it gets fouled and one. I don't think they counted the shot. You guys can let me know, but that's a great give and go. Here we're going to get an away screen, so we're going to get it over to James. Once James gets the ball, we're going to initiate the action, set a screen looking away from the ball, right? Now, off this screen, all we're doing is reading our defender, okay? So what do I mean by that? As we come up and set the screen, there's two things. If he fights over the screen, we're going to want to wrap over to the mid-range area and probably pull up a shot, depending on if Zion rotates. If he does, we might find Zubac for a lob. If he doesn't rotate, we will just pull up for the shot here. However, part 2, if he goes underneath this screen, we're going to want to come and then stop right here, sit behind the screen and pull up a three. Again, whenever a defender goes underneath the screen, they are basically saying, we don't think you can hit a three. And this is late crunch time, 4 minutes left to go. You're only up by 3. We stop, we reuse that screen, put up a 3, and get it to go. Another great job by Kawhi Leonard. Again, just finding ways to dominate in crunch time. Ultimately help them win this game. Look at this little step fadeaway mid-range. Nice off the drive. I'm telling you, whenever he gets to the mid-range area, it don't matter if it's a fadeaway, a pull-up, a floater, it's going in almost no matter what. It's just who he is. It's what he does, and it's how he helps them win a lot of games. Here's another one. Kawhi top of the key, getting this little Verjao screen, double screen, stops on a dime, pulls up, drains it, game over, nail in the coffin. Nobody really understands how elite Kawhi Leonard, even James Harden, really are together as a duo. If they can stay healthy, I think they can win it all. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit the like button, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.